Hello dear traders. Thank you so much for watching us. Dear viewer, I ask you to give this video your royal thumbs up in advance. Your like is essential for the development of the channel Guru.Markets. We will analyze the main indicators of the company Rocket Lab USA Inc., ticker RKLB. This review was generated using information as of May 22, 2024. According to classification Guru.Markets organization, Rocket Lab USA Inc. belongs to the subcategory Space. 20 organizations participate in the assessment, and this is quite representative. We start with general information about the company. A little further we will look at each indicator in a little more detail. If necessary, you can pause the video. You can look at all the parameters of the company in question more carefully. Access to the database with ticker classification is free. Thank you for your repost and other support. All this is very important to us. Market capitalization of the company Rocket Lab USA Inc. is $2.2 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $16 billion. Rocket Lab USA Inc. accounts for a share of 13.866%. It is one of the large companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.44 billion. And the balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory is $7 billion. Rocket Lab USA Inc. constitutes a share of 6.494%. Comparing the occupied shares of market and balance sheet capitalization, we see the following. Occupied share Rocket Lab USA Inc. in the subcategory in case of market capitalization assessment is 13.866%. The balance sheet capitalization is 6.494%, which is 53% less than the share of market capitalization. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Overall company assessment Rocket Lab USA Inc. will be presented at the end of the video. Please look at the logic of the analysis to the end. The financial liabilities of the organization under study amount to $0.44 billion. Debt to book capitalization is 100% of capital. Result on the company's debts. Bad, -1 point. The company's market price to earnings balance is 0. Average for subcategory 0. Assessment of the company's market value to its profit in comparison with the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$181 million. Projected earnings for the coming 12 months are unknown. And this is very negative for the company's price. Assessment of expected future profit in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's value to revenue balance is 7.8. The subcategory average is 1.9, which is 311% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of indicators of market value to its revenue in comparison with indicators of companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $280 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. And this is extremely negative for the company's prospects. Assessment of projected future sales performance in comparison with the performance of subcategory companies. Bad, -1 point. if you are interested in this analytics. In this case, we kindly ask you to subscribe to us and click on the bell. Many thanks for your subscription. The sales margin is -64.2%, with the average for the subcategory -16.7%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 47.5%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 4.926%, which is 181% less than the share of market capitalization. And this shows the discrepancy between the current market value of the company Rocket Lab USA Inc., rather towards revaluation. The amount of market capital for each employee of the company is $1,332,000. Whereas for the subcategory it is $473,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 181.6%. Estimation of the company's capital volume per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per company employee is $0,000. With the average in the subcategory -$42,500. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is $43,000. Estimation of profit per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The share of sales for each company employee is $171,000. In the subcategory there are $254,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 49%. Estimation of the share of revenue per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Shares short corresponded to 20.1%, with an average for the subcategory of 6.8%. This is the valuation of a short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 63% for the company Rocket Lab USA Inc. While in the subcategory the RSI level, 14, is 53%. On average, shares in the subcategory are valued lower than Rocket Lab USA Inc. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Rocket Lab USA Inc. and subcategory shares. We see that over the last 12 months stocks Rocket Lab USA Inc. showed dynamics of -4.5%. Against price changes in the subcategory -12.4%. This clearly does not indicate anything, but you need to take note of this fact. Before showing the total score, please write a rating Rocket Lab USA Inc. in the comments to this review. We read comments and try to respond to every comment. Your responses in the comments significantly help the development of information from Guru.Markets. The result is this: -8.5 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is -2.6 points. If you look very broadly, within the stock market as a whole, we can note that the average result for the entire market as a whole is 0.3 points. Against a score of -8.5 points for Rocket Lab USA Inc. Let's go to the table of orders, which is available to you. The link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all publicly made decisions by the evaluation information system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Based on the results of Securities Assessment Rocket Lab USA Inc. Guru.Markets. Open an order, for a reason Rocket Lab USA Inc. This is one of the most overvalued companies in the subcategory. Let me remind you, April 19, 2024. An order was published, ticker SPIR. Help System.GURU.Markets, the following decision is made on this order. Close the deal. The result is a profit of 8.7%. Thank you very much to everyone for watching this video and for using the information and reference system from Guru.Markets. You really are the coolest audience.